The girl hadn't eaten in 4 months, yet she remained perfectly healthy. Locals believed she was a reincarnated spirit, an angel sent to Earth, and came from all around to worship and greet her. But government officials were skeptical, suspecting Helen's family of deception. They brought in a professional doctor from far away. The doctor wasn't allowed to intervene or treat Helen, only to observe her closely and figure out how she could survive without eating. Led by a guide, the doctor arrived at a remote countryside home where Helen's family had always lived. Upon entering, the doctor asked about Helen's medical history, but the child had rarely ever been sick. Disturbed by such an unusual case, the doctor suggested taking Helen to a hospital for observation, but the family immediately refused. The doctor then asked how she managed to stay alive without food or water. Helen replied that God sent her delicious meals every day, and she demonstrated how she received the by reciting scripture. While Helen was asleep, the doctor picked up a nun statue from the table and noticed something odd. It felt unusually light, almost hollow. She began searching for a hidden compartment. In the process, she accidentally broke the statue. Carefully reaching inside, she unwrapped a piece of cloth and found a small lock of hair. When Helen woke up, the doctor sincerely apologized, saying she hadn't meant to break the statue. Helen quickly got out of bed to gather the broken pieces. The hair, she explained, belonged to her late brother. She had kept it sealed inside the statue by her bedside, as a way to feel like he was still there, watching over her. Several days had passed, and Cindy began demanding that no one approach Helen without her permission. On the second day, after refusing to allow family members to approach Helen, the town pastor came to the house. He believed the doctor's actions had violated a taboo, but no matter how the pastor tried to persuade him, the doctor remained steadfast in his beliefs. Another day passed, and Cindy conducted her usual examination of Helen. However, Helen suddenly vomited a loose tooth, and her condition grew weaker by the day, to the point where she could no longer get out of bed.